What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to another episode of Minecraft with me, your boy Iggy. Today, join me in the starter house because we are going to head out on a little bit of a mission through the nether. And we've got a floating block right here that I've been trying to... Oh, actually managed to land on this time. Very nice. Okay, but yeah, we need to head into the nether and shoot over to the mangrove swamp so we can gather some wood and building materials for today's project, or an upcoming project. Haven't decided if I want to use the mangrove wood on what I've got planned for today, or if I want to save that for something a little further along. I don't know what you're doing here, but that's fine. So let's see, we need to head, that's the Blaze Farm, I believe. Mushroom and mangrove is this way, so we'll head off. And then we'll hang a turn right here and look for the next sign and the next torches. Let's see, which is which? Mangrove. This way. Perfect. So yeah, I figured I would head to the mangrove swamp and just collect a bunch of the wood. I didn't bring my map, so I guess I'll just kind of start harvesting what's close to the edge here and kind of clean this up a little bit. But yeah, that being said, I'm going to go ahead, grab a bunch of wood and all that good stuff, and then we will meet back up and get cracking on today's project. So I will see you momentarily. You know, it's interesting. I've noticed out here that these mangrove trees actually do not have that much wood on them. Like, a lot of it is just the roots and whatnot. And the other thing that I noticed is it does not seem that with the timber plugin that it drops the propagules. It seems like they get destroyed. Like, we've got one right here and one right there, but I think if I cut down this tree and we do that, yeah, it 17, and then we come around and it does not seem like any of those actually drop. I mean, I don't really mind that the roots don't break, but it also seems like these trees are more root than they are this block than they are the actual wood. So it seems like it takes a little bit longer to actually gather this stuff up, like the mangrove logs. I do like these little rooted bits though. These are pretty cool, so I'm trying to kind of grab some of those as I go along. I know you can craft them, I'm pretty sure. Let's go ahead and find out. Yeah, you just mix the two, so you can. Okay, so we really don't need to be gathering that many of those, but I mean, I've chopped down quite a few trees, and so far I've only gotten like just barely over a stack because, like I said, it does not seem like these drop a whole lot of logs. It seems to be mostly just the roots, which is fine. I mean, I can use the roots because that's a pretty cool block, but yeah, it just seems strange that they don't have that many logs on them. I guess none of the trees really do except for the big trees, but I don't know, just my 2 cents on the matter. But that being said, I'm going to keep on collecting some of these until I've got, I don't know, I'm probably going to try for maybe at least 9 stacks of everything, including the logs, the roots, all that good stuff. So I will see you momentarily once I've got all that, and then we will head back home and get cracking. So I'll see you in just a sec. Alright, so I've collected pretty much everything that I need, and I went ahead and snagged another frog here because I've got one in the nether at the moment, and I figured I would just bring back another one of the warm frogs, and that way we will not have to breed them right away at the base, so we can kind of save ourselves some trouble. The only thing is these guys are like the most annoying mob ever to move on a lead. So see if we can get him into the actual nether. It looks like he went through. Very nice. Let's go retrieve him on the other side and put him with the other frog that we've got. So okay, you're here. Yeah, you're not what I want, and I don't want that frog going back through. So you come with me. And then let's go ahead and get this guy back over to the other frog. So when I get there, I will meet you there. It's a little bit of a walk and I can't fly, but that's all right because we got our little torch paths. And it's a lot easier to move up here on the nether ceiling where there's no mobs and little to actually worry about. So let's see, home is this way. And I believe we can just diagonally cut across here. Although I'm skeptical to just go straight for it. You know what? We'll follow the actual path. So I will see you once I get back and put the frog away, and then we will start today's project. So give me just a moment. All right, and we are back. So let's see. We've got our 2 green frogs on that one. So we need to grab... Actually, we'll just tie this one right above that one. So we've got our 2 warm frogs, we've got our 2 cold frogs, and then today's project is we are going to go ahead and breed up a couple of the normal frogs here in the plains biome right here by our base. So I figured, hopefully this comes through where it's supposed to, and it did, very nice. Right over here, I had gotten started on bringing a little pathway up here onto the hill, because eventually I think we'll probably have, you know, our big church or storage room or something of that nature up there. But I figured maybe down in this area could potentially be a good place for a temperate frog enclosure. So I'm going to go ahead and get that plotted out, kind of figure out where the pools are going to be. I think we're going to do something similar to over at the ice outpost, where we have just kind of a little body of water on one side, a little body of water on the other side, have some sort of like connecting room between the two, and then an entrance that we can get the frogs out up the hill. So I'm going to go ahead and get that laid out. Once I've got a little bit of a plan for it, we will join back up and get cracking on the project. So I will see you momentarily. Alrighty, so here is the basic plan. Here is our little breeding room. Here is our little hatching room for the ones that we will be taking elsewhere, and then we'll have a little entryway right here. I figured we would put little double doors there and there to get into the various rooms. We're not going to need too much space, but we'll have a nice little 5x5 pool in each of these 2 rooms. So next up, I just got to do the basics, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and then we'll connect these over 2 and 3, and then 2, 3, 4, 5. Do that all the way around, get the framing in, get the walls in, and then we will join back up and get cracking on the frog pool. So give me just a moment. I may actually do this half right here first so that I can dump the tadpoles in there and get them started. So I'm going to get cracking on that. Once I've got this little bit, I guess, in, we will join back up and get the frogs started, and then we can finish the build. So I will see you momentarily. Alrighty, so a little bit of time later, sit up here a little bit, and here's what we've got so far. So I've got the basic structure, we've got a ceiling on the inside, and then we've got our little breeding pool, and then our growing up pool right over here. So now that this is all enclosed, before we throw the roof on this thing, I actually need to put these back 2 windows in. Let's go ahead and grab our tadpoles. We should have, let's see, was it this one? It was this one. Go ahead and plop that down, grab these 2. Come in here, we'll just go ahead and close that, and you'll go in there, and you'll go in there. Perfect. And then once these 2 grow up, we can go ahead and breed them, and then we'll get a couple more tadpoles that we can then relocate to the other side. I will have to remember to grab a lead and put some chests in here, but in the meantime, I figured I would go ahead and get the roof on this thing, and that is what I wanted the mangrove logs for, was so we could do a nice red mangrove roof and really bring this whole area together, because we got, you know, the spruce over there kind of plain, acacia right there kind of brings it out a little bit, and then I believe one of these has the let's see, fly up. Yeah, so we've got like the green right there, the orange. I think a red would look really nice right in here. And then we will just do the same deep slate trim around the edge of that. So I'm going to go ahead and get started working on that. Once I've got something to show, or the tadpoles hatch, we will join back up and, or not hatch, grow up, join back up and move on with the episode. The goal today is to get the last 2 frogs that we need for our frog life farm, which will probably be in the next episode. So give me a little bit to get this together, and then we'll join back up and have a look at what we've got. So I will see you soon. Alrighty, so I've been putzing around working on the roof for a little bit now, but I just heard froggies. So that being said, now we can go ahead, take some of our slime balls, breed you, and you get in there, do your thing. Once you've done that, we're just going to go ahead and get you guys led back up so that you don't go escaping. When the squad hops into town, what is that? Get a frog, get each frog variant on a lead. Well, we did it, boys and girls, and other, whatever you identify as. We've done it. Truly, a monumentous accomplishment has been succeeded on this day. Day that I'll never forget. But what I also cannot forget to do is the roof. So I'm going to go ahead and get back to that. I'll occasionally pop in here and see how the eggs are doing. And once they hatch into tadpoles, we can go ahead and relocate them into the other pool right over here across the way. Also have to figure out how to get a staircase in here. Maybe we can do like a little one kind of right along up here, and that might just fit. Or I'll just do a ladder. But overall, here's the roof that we've got so far. I have not detailed it at all. With the mangrove wood, I really like it. I am a big fan of this block. I can't wait to use it more in the future, but I think I'm going to get some logs mixed into like bits like right here. Maybe do some variation with the stairs, but either way, I got to go ahead and get the base in first. So once I've got that, we'll join back up, have a look at it, and get on with things. So I will see you momentarily. All right, I just heard eggs hatch, so let's get down there real quick and go and bucket up our tadpoles. How many do we get? 2. Okay, perfect. I can deal with 2. So let's grab our bucket of water. Actually, that'll work. Get down in there and we'll grab you. And we will grab you. Then I will get a new bucket for me. Go ahead, close that. Come back over into here and we'll place you and you. And then we'll go ahead and get our water bucket back, put those 2 together, and then we can go ahead and put these back up in here with our slime balls for breeding them up. Perfect. All right, now we just got to wait for those guys to grow up, and we will be able to transport them to the nether, where we will have everything that we need to start a froglight farm, which I am pretty excited for. So that being said, I got to get back to the roof that I was doing, and yeah, hopefully by the time I'm finished with this, we should have our 2 frogs ready to go and be moved to the nether so we can use them in the future. Also, I've originally just had, like, you know, the stair, upside down stair instead of the block in between. So right now it's stair, upside down stair, block, stair, upside down stair, block, stair, etc., all the way up. I was just doing stair, upside down stair like this, just repeated. So these 2 just... And it ended about midway right here. And then I thought to myself, you know, this would be a perfect place to put a large super smelter. And that's one of the things, if you recall, we have on our list over there, right in there. So probably put that up here. It's a good way to use the excess space that we've got. So I figured that would be a good idea. But I want to go ahead and get the rest of the roof in and possibly detail it up a little bit. Maybe we'll do that together. I'll get the base in, and then I'll show you the base, and I'll show you how I plan to detail it. And then I'll detail it up and show you guys the finished product. So give me just a little bit, and I'll see you in a sec. Alrighty, so got the roof finished up. Can't hop into free cam to show you at the moment, but what I'm just kind of doing right now is going in and pulling out some of the planks here and there and just adding in some logs. And then what I think I'll do on top of that is every here and there will come up and we'll just add a block or 2 that don't, like, replace the stairs with just like regular blocks. Something kind of like this, just to give it that kind of uneven look. And then on the tops where we need to spawn proof and some of the flat areas here, we'll put little patches of the glow lichen, which I think will look really good for you know what, we probably actually do need that one to be a stair. But I think that'll look good for making, you know, kind of the top of the build to glow a little bit at night, which I think will be really neat. So I'm just going to go ahead, kind of work my way around here, getting in some of these, you know, logs where the logs need to go, and replacing some of the stairs with full blocks, just so we can, you know, really get that level of detail in the build here. So give me a little bit to get that taken care of, and then once I've got it all complete, we'll join back up and we will have a look at it. Hopefully by that point we've got a couple more frogs swimming around down there. that we will be able to use in the upcoming episodes for the Froglight Farm, which I am very excited for. So, yep, just going to go ahead, replace some of the blocks, strip some of the blocks, do all that fun stuff. And when I'm all finished, we'll meet back up, we'll have a look at it, and check on the frogs. So I will see you momentarily. Alrighty, little bit of time later, and we have a roof on this thing. So basically, what we did was went ahead and replaced some of the stairs. We've got the alternating, you know, the block, stair, upside down stair, block, stair, upside down, going all the way up. So I replaced some of the stairs with full blocks and then just put buttons on them to spawn proof. Tried the glow lichen, didn't really look that great, stuck out too much with the red, but with this, we've got a nice extra textured looking roof. I mean, you compare that one to say like that one right there, you can see there's a big difference in texture. See, I really wish I had free cam right now because it would be so much easier to show this, but yeah, basically now I just got to, so we put some windows on the front here, some big windows. I thought it would look nice, you know, with the ocean there, and then maybe if we've got like some smaller builds, maybe we'll like take this terrain down a little bit, maybe closer to sea level, and that way we can get something in front of that. But thought those looked pretty cool. That way when we got the super smelter in there, it should look pretty neat. Decorated with a little bit of oak leaves, nothing too fancy there. And then around the side here, we've got, you know, just some mangrove leaves, your typical. I need to get bushes. Hello there, friend. But yeah, I need to get some bushes and stuff in here. But right around the front, we now have a nice little walkway that just continues through. At nighttime, that light will turn on. There's another one right there. Need to get some bushes and whatnot, maybe some custom trees to decorate in here. I think maybe like right here, we could probably get a custom tree, and then we can do like some bushes or grass, stuff like that in that area. But while we were doing all that, went ahead, put a little staircase up here so we can actually get up to the smelter, which will probably be going that way and that way, maybe that way. I don't know. I kind of don't want to block the windows. But while that was all happening, and actually one thing that while we're down here, let's go ahead and pop out our glow lichen and then just do some of that, make that look a little bit better and brighter. Am I not going to be able to get on the top? Yeah, okay, sweet. So yeah, now we can put that away. We'll go ahead, close that, sneak in here real quick, grab 2 of our leads. Go ahead and wrangle up these 2 frogs. Let's see if we can easily get these 2 out of here through a 1 wide door. That might be the difficult part, is getting them through here. Are you guys going to be able to make it through the doorway? You're struggling a little bit, but it looks like you did it. We'll close that just in case something happens, God forbid. We'll bring these guys right up our nice little path here, and we already lost one. See, I don't know why the frogs do not like to stay on the leads. They can like jump and they can follow pretty quick, but for whatever reason, they just have the worst habit of breaking the leads. I have no idea why, but come on, guys. See, they move pretty quick. Apparently not quick enough to not break the leads. So we're just going to pull those 2 into the nether. Very nice. We'll stand here. The leads may come back. Alright, there's one. Grab you before you go anywhere too crazy. There's the other one and the other lead. Let's grab you. And kind of split you guys off this way. Over to our poles over here where we've got our warm frogs, our cold frogs, and now we've got our temperate frogs. So with that, we have all 3 of the frog types ready to go for a nice little Froglight farm. So I think next episode, that's what we're going to be taking on, somewhere over one of these directions. I'll have to figure it out. I'll have to go down there and look and figure out which way it is. But we've got a basalt delta super close by. So basically we can just create another torch trail out to the basalt delta. Take these guys over there, all that powdered snow we collected a few episodes ago, and we will have a pretty reasonable Froglight farm. It should be enough for survival, especially if we AFK in just this single player world. You know, I'm not playing on a server, opening a shop or anything like that. So, yep, gonna leave those guys alone and get out of the nether here. But before we do that, I think we'll go ahead and do the outro because it is nighttime. So, as always, Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you leave a thumbs up. Make sure you get subscribed, and make sure you hit that bell button if you do get subscribed. Otherwise, you'll miss when the videos come out. You wouldn't want that. Check out all my links in the description below. Leave me a comment while you're down there because I love reading your guys' comments. Again, make sure you hit that subscribe button while you're also down there. And yeah, that being said, thanks again for watching. Hope you have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you in the next episode.